Hi, so I'm Mr. Crocker, and today we're going to be talking about partitioning number lines. So there's a few different ways that you can do this, and by partitioning we just mean like dividing, cutting up. Okay, so if you've got a number line, okay, there's a few ways you can do it. Let's say we're going to four slices, okay, or pieces, fourths. We can do this the start to finish way, which is just okay. And now I'm gonna make four pieces. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball. Okay, that's one piece, right? Two pieces, three pieces, four pieces, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but I tend to have the I call it the happy birthday problem, where if you've ever made a sign and you're writing a lot of words on it, like happy birthday, sometimes you would write like happy birthday. I ran out of room. Okay, so I like to avoid the happy birthday problem, and the way that I do that is by just trying to cut everything in half. Okay, I always go for halves. So So let's say I want to make a number line that has eighths. Okay, so I'm going for eight pieces. Well, I know that through doubling, I can get to eight by starting at two. It's going to go 2, 4, 8. Okay, so I'm going to go with two. I cut those in half and they're eight, right? I now have one, two, three. Oh, I said eight. I meant four. I skipped one. So I now have four, 2 to 4, not straight to 8. And then if I cut those in half, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Now I have 8. Okay, so that's how I do it. And I just keep those doubles in mind. Okay, so that was 2, 4, and 8. You can also go through 3, 6, 12, right? So 3 is a little bit trickier. It's an odd number. So here's 3 fingers, right? You just got to think that there's going to be one equal piece in the middle. So really, you just put that piece in the middle. This one's a little long, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Okay, so that's what thirds would look like, 3. And then if I wanted to go to 6 or 12, it's just a matter of doubling now. So 3, now I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little pieces. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little pieces. Okay, the next double would be 12. So I just cut them in half. Okay, and they're not perfect, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got the right number of pieces and they're relatively even. Okay. Well, let's talk about some of the harder ones. Um, 7. How in the world? You know what? Let's do 5 first. Okay, 5. So five fingers. 5. If you want to do a number line into fifths, here's how I think of it. I think of it as a group of 2, and 1 in the middle. So here's my number line. Okay. And you still have to be fairly accurate with how big these pieces are going to be, but I'm going to put my 1 in the middle first. Okay. And then I've got my 1 in the middle. That's this guy. And now I just need to put 2 on either side of him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if I wanted to, from 5, I can double that and I'm at 10. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just by doing 5 and cutting my fifths in half, I get to tenths. Okay. What about sevenths? So 7 is an odd number. Okay, it might be easier to show you like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 marks. Okay. This time we're actually looking at the marks and not the spaces in between because we're just talking about the quantity of 7. So look, 7 is a set of 3, a set of 3, and 1 in the middle. That's what 7 is. Okay. All odd numbers have that one weird one in the middle. So, okay, so I'm going to make sevenths. These are going to have to be pretty small. Okay. That's my middle. And now I need a set of 3 on either side of him. So remember, a set of 3 is just like that made 3. 1 in the middle, that made 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how I would do sevenths. Okay. If for some reason I needed to do 14ths, I could just cut my sevenths in half. Okay. Okay, ninths. So when I think 9, I think 3, 3, 3. That's what I think. So here's, okay. So here's my number line. I know that I can get to 9 through 3. So I would start with 3. That's 3 pieces. And now if I cut each one of those up into 3, that'll give me 9. So look, how I took this whole big number line, I drew 2 lines that made thirds. I'm going to do that to each section. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's how I do partitioning number lines. Instead of doing start to finish and getting a happy birthday sign where you run out of space, where you have way too much space, I like to think about doubling. I like to think about doubling and cutting it into big pieces and then going from 2 to 4 to 8, or from 3 to 6 to 12, or from 3 to 9. Okay, that's how I like to think about partitioning number lines.